In this video, we go over the new Setpower PT30 fridge.
Don't know the time, I'm letting go. I wanna find someone to love. I feel alive, I think you know.
You ready?
We're getting down, we're getting low.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Today we're going to go over the Setpower PT30. And there's a couple reasons why I wanted to do this. I do have a fridge already, but Setpower reached out to me. They said, hey, would you be interested in kind of giving a review on this? And I was like, sure, absolutely. And there's a couple reasons why this particular model I was kind of keen in looking at. There's a couple different reasons. One, it is a true dual zone fridge. It's got a fridge and freezer section, which can be set either way, both fridge or freezer. So it's very, very versatile in that respect. And it is Setpower's first fridge that they've had a phone app on. So why do you need a fridge? Well, remember when I did the Four Corners expedition? I did that whole Four Corners expedition with a cooler bag and ice. And it was the most horrible experience I think I've ever had. The ice just didn't cut it. Especially on the hotter days, it wouldn't even last the full day. So I was always trying to find a gas station, buy some ice, dump it in. It didn't work out very well. In fact, there was a couple times where we had some food that spoiled. I made it, everything worked, but having a fridge like this on for the trip at the time, man, that would have been a lifesaver. So it takes up, I would say, less room than a bag full of ice, and it's going to keep your food safe and ready to go. And in this particular case, you're also going to have a freezer compartment. So those steaks that you want to enjoy at the end of the day, you can keep them nice and cold and chilly. Or say you want to have some ice cream after your steaks, well, you can do that. So this is kind of a nice small dual zone, and I'm excited to give it the good test and see what's going on. I wish I would have had this during the Four Corners expedition. Would have made the world of difference. But that said, the app that Setpower has for this particular fridge, it's one of the main reasons why I wanted to try this fridge out. Because this particular fridge, you can actually see what the temperatures are no matter where you are. So if it's in the back of your vehicle, you're up in the front, oh hey, looks like everything's keeping temperature perfectly. And I will explain why that is important in a totally unrelated feature that I use this for, that most people when they're buying a fridge don't even think about. So I do a lot of winter camping. So that's going to come in key here in a little bit. But just going over some of the features this fridge, the panel is nice and easy. Here, just take a look at this panel real quick. On the main panel, you have the power button, and then you have the temperature up and down on either side for each compartment. You can adjust your temperature and away you go. It's super simple. And then in the center here, you can go into max and eco modes, which will allow you to save power. And then, of course, the main power button itself. And then the app itself is also very easy to use. Here's a quick walk around of the app. The Setpower app is really beautiful and easy to use. Just go into it. First thing it pops up with is, hey, here's a picture of your fridge. Go ahead and click it to Bluetooth connect with your fridge. Then once you're Bluetooth connected, you can kind of see a very simple and easy layout. There's a left zone and a right zone that obviously correspond to whatever compartment inside the fridge that you're in. And then in the center is where you set your temperatures. So you can single push plus or minus down to adjust your temperature, or you can actually use the slider bar to do the same thing. Along the bottom, you've got your on, so your power button. You've got your freezing, but you can actually switch this from freezing to refrigeration. If you're not going to be using it as a freezer on one side. Might as well just keep it in the refrigeration mode. Keep that power saved. Speaking of power, the next button right over is your eco mode. So you have it set, you can have it set at max or eco. Obviously max takes way more power. If you're camping for a few days and power is crucial, keep it in eco mode. I'll just switch it back to eco. In more settings, you have your battery protection. So your battery protection, you can see right on the bottom of this page here, you can set it to low, medium, or high. And then you can also set from Celsius to Fahrenheit for those guys that like the big Celsius or the Fahrenheit symbols. Anyways, super easy app. And that other feature I was mentioning, well, I do a lot of winter camping. So when I winter camp, what's the use of having a fridge? Well, the nice thing is because you've got the app that you can see what the temperature of the food is. You can do hand warmers. Put the hand warmers inside. Heat up the inside so that it doesn't freeze your food while it's freezing outside. So that does work. The only thing is every once in a while you have to open up, get fresh air in there, maybe get the hand warmer kind of shaken up a little bit, and then it'll continue to heat that interior up. And you can actually tell on your phone what your temperature is. Do you need another hand warmer in there? Or, you know, if it's starting to lose effectiveness, because they do require a little bit of fresh air, open up the fridge door and get some fresh air in there again and kind of shake them up. Most of those hand warmers, they'll like last, you know, 5 to 8 hours, and they'll keep your food warm. So yes, you can use a fridge in the middle of winter. It's doable. And that's what I'm going to be putting this particular fridge to the test on as we do some winter camping. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to see just how good this app works in keeping the temperatures regulated. So one of the nice features that it has is the 40-degree, they call it anti-shake. So you can tip this on a 40-degree angle and it's still going to continue to operate. I did have a couple of times where I have put this to the test already. We were probably about a 30-degree angle, no issues whatsoever, didn't skip a beat. I've also, with my previous fridge, I've had the chance to put it to the test as well. And we went, actually it was almost 60 degrees I think I was at that one. It definitely beeped at me and told me I was a moron and that it wasn't going to operate anymore. So 40 degrees is definitely a good thing to have. At least you're not going to be ruining your food because it can't handle the tipping and motion back and forth when you're on a good rocky trail. As you can hear, it is on. It's very quiet. They say it runs about 35 decibels. I would say that's pretty dang close. I'm also partially deaf, so don't take my word for it. Honestly, I don't have any way to test it, but from what I can see, it is really quiet. It's much quieter than my other fridge that I have, so I'm kind of inclined to listen to them. Maybe I'll go buy one of those decibel meters, give it a try, see what I can hear on it. In my Jeep, which is loud anyway, I'm not going to hear this at all. Not at all. I'm not going to hear it over the Jeep. The Setpower is nice because it has a 3-year warranty, which is pretty good for these little fridges. Most fridges come with a 1, maybe a 2-year if you're fortunate, but Setpower has a 3-year warranty on the main components inside the fridge themselves, so the compressor and everything else. So fairly low cost to get into it, and yeah, they back it up. So yeah, I like that idea a lot. It's always good when a company is willing to back up the product, not just with a good, decent price, but also with some warranty as well. So they did offer this fridge for free for me to review it and kind of go through it. It is my own opinion on this. They didn't pay me for it. But they did also give me a discount code. If you want to use the discount code, go right ahead and save yourself some money. But I'm going to put this to the test a little bit more over the next couple of months and really give it a good shakedown. Make sure you stay tuned in for some of the upcoming videos where we do some durability testing and see how it did in the cold weather camping test. -16 morning, coffee's gonna go down really good. It's a little frosty.